Everything you thought you knew about plantar fasciitis is wrong, starting with the name. If you've watched this channel, you know that itis means inflammation of. The suffix itis, I-T-I-S, means inflammation of. So if you hear plantar fasciitis, you're thinking inflammation of the plantar fascia. This isn't an inflammation issue, this is an overload issue. Current research or newer research isn't even referring to this as plantar fasciitis. It's gearing more towards plantar heel pain syndrome or plantar fasciopathy. You also might think, well, I have a heel spur. I've gotten an x-ray, there's a heel spur. That's clearly the problem. Well, x-rays have been taken on people without plantar fascia pain and they don't have heel spurs. I don't have plantar fascia pain and I might have a heel spur. You may also be thinking that, well, I have to stop running or playing sports or doing the activities I enjoy. No, you don't need to do that. You don't need rest. You need smarter training. Before we get started, I want to thank one of my subscribers, Evan, for giving me this topic. He asked me what he could do about his plantar fascia pain, and that's what spawned this video. So thanks, Evan, for commenting, and let's get to it. Now, what is your plantar fascia? Your plantar fascia is a thin membrane on the bottom of your foot that helps provide support to the arch of your foot while you're standing, running, or walking. A common cause of pain is when your plantar fascia becomes overworked, overused, overloaded, and therefore it becomes weak. So think of this arch right here as your plantar fascia. So there's always going to be a load you're putting on your plantar fascia, and if the capacity or the strength of your plantar fascia can handle that load, then you have no problems. The problem is when the load exceeds the capacity. When your load is greater than the capacity, that's when you have problems. This is the common condition for runners, athletes who want to get to that next level, get faster, run farther. And what do? They increase the frequency of their running or the pace at which they run or even the total miles they run. They have increased the load without first increasing the capacity. So what happens if you increase your capacity? Well, then it doesn't matter what load you put on it because your capacity is greater than your load. Your ability to handle a larger load increases. Even if you say, okay, I'm running 2 miles, well now I want to run 4 miles. So then you increase the load. Doesn't matter if you increase the load because your capacity is already far greater than your load is. And that's what you want your body to be. You want your body's ability to always be higher than what you need it to do. Because where the problem is oftentimes we increase our load first and then just hope our capacity reaches that level as well. And it's that increasing of the capacity where injury can take place. Also, you have plantar fasciitis when that first step you take in the morning is just agony. I mean, that first few steps, or the first few minutes of getting up is just sheer pain, and you know what it feels like. That is like the hallmark sign that you have plantar fasciitis. And the reason why you experience pain in the morning is because that fascia tries to heal up overnight, and then as soon as you wake up, you get out of bed, you put your entire body weight, you put your load on that plantar fascia, and then it just rips again, and that's what causes that pain. Another cause of this pain could be calf and ankle tightness. You see, your plantar fascia actually attaches to your Achilles tendon, which then attaches to your calf. And if your calf and ankle aren't moving and don't have the mobility that they need, they're then passing their weight, their load that they're supposed to be taking down to the plantar fascia, and your plantar fascia is now doing double duty and therefore being overloaded. Let's get down to actually fixing the problem. I'm going to give you 2 stretches and 1 strengthening exercise because no pain fix routine is complete without some strengthening. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to sit on the side of your bed. Now this is before you've even gotten out of bed in the morning, before you've taken your first step, because again, you know how painful that first step can be. So all you're going to do is sit on the edge of your bed, put one foot over the other, and what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out our foot. We're going to stretch out the top muscles first and then the bottom muscles. There's actually a circuit between opposing muscle groups that when one is being stretched or used, your brain will send signals to the other one to basically loosen them up, because that way if you're using this one, you don't want this one hindering the action and basically working against itself. So your brain tells this one to loose and release while this one's being worked. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your hand, you're going to put it over your toes, and you're just going to stretch your toes down like that. And as you're, I hope you can see that, and as you're stretching your toes down, this is being stretched and this is being released. So what you'll do is you'll hold that 1, 2, 3, let back up, hold it 1, 2, 3, and you'll do that 10 times. And then we'll go to the opposite side of the foot. We'll go on the bottom foot. And so in order to stretch this one, we'll take our hand and kind of lock our ankle in place to be kind of in a dorsiflex position. It naturally wants to rest here, but I'm going to hold it in this position. And the reason why I do that is because if you remember, I said your plantar fascia is attached to your Achilles tendon. If I just leave it like this and do the stretch, I won't feel anything. Why? Because it's not in a already extended position ready to be stretched. If I put it like this and then I take my big toe and I pull it back a little bit, you'll feel that stretch in here like that. And you'll do the same thing as the first one. You'll hold it up, 1, 2, 3, let it back down, hold it up, 1, 2, 3, and let it back down. And again, you'll do that for 10 seconds. Not 10 seconds, you'll do that 10 times. The last stretch we're going to do is we're going to do a stretch similar to how we were when we were sitting down, but we're going to be standing up. And all we're going to need to do is come up to a wall. So we're going to put our foot on the wall. And the reason why I like this calf stretch is because it puts your foot in a similar dorsiflex position as it was when we were sitting down. So it puts it in that position, and all you need to do is keep your knees straight and take your body close to the wall. If you don't feel a stretch doing it this way, all you need to do is bring your body back, put your foot higher up on the wall, and then, again, bring your body close to it. And you hold this stretch for 20 seconds for 3 sets. Now, admittedly, the stretches that I've shown you are Band-Aids. They're not long-term fixes. They're just kind of duct taping the problem. But I'm not into Band-Aiding. I'm into fixing. And if you're ready to find out how to strengthen your plantar fascia and fix this problem for good, leave a like on this video and let's get to it. Only thing you're going to need is a rolled up hand towel or hand towel or wash rag. Just roll it up tightly in a ball. I've put a rubber band around mine just to keep it there. And you're going to put it on the ground. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do calf raises, but you're going to put your especially your big toe, but your toes on the towel like so. And all you're going to do is you're going to do calf raises. Now with this, you don't want to do them as quickly as you can. You want to do them slow and controlled. 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down. So all you're going to do is do 3 seconds up, 1, 2, 3. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3 up, 3 seconds down. You're going to do this for 15 to 20 reps for 3 sets. Now, this is meant to be a progressive exercise because eventually you'll want to get from 2 feet to 1 foot. And how you do that is you start off doing it just with both feet, 3 seconds up, 3 seconds down, but then eventually you'll take your non-affected foot and then you'll just move it forward a little bit. Now this is going to feel a little weird, but you're going to still try to keep your weight over this foot. That way that's doing most of the work. And then whenever that becomes too easy, you'll extend your foot out a little bit more and eventually to where you'll get to 1 foot, just doing it 3 seconds up and 3 seconds back down. And again, you'll be doing this for 15 to 20 reps for 3 sets apiece. I would love to be able to tell you this is going to be a quick fix, that this problem is going to go away in a matter of days or even weeks. Problem is, tissues like fascia and tendons respond a lot slower to strengthening than muscle does. Another factor that goes into it is how long have you been dealing with this? If it's been days or weeks, then your recovery is going to be a lot quicker than someone that's been dealing with this for multiple years. But if you do the trainings that I've shown you and you do them consistently, you're going to kick this problem in the hind end for good. Thank you again to Evan for suggesting this topic. If you have any questions or anything you'd like me to talk about, put all that down in the comments below. If you want to watch another one of my videos, you can check it out here. And remember, what you think, what you eat, and what you do all lead to a life of chronic health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.